Just say the word and I'll take you on a ride along. You watch us knock down a meth lab.
Yes, lung cancer. Inoperable.
You want to cook crystal meth? You and me.
That's right.
There's so much to say.
Yes. What the heck?
The way this show captures, like, the things that stick out to me the most, like, starting off, is, like, the camera movements, how the camera, like, represents the point of view of Walt. Like, whenever he was talking to, when he figured out he had cancer and was, like, talking to his wife, and he knew he couldn't say anything, but he was also nervous, you could feel the camera shake with, like, outside Walt was fine, but inside Walt was like you can tell, you can look at it and see it. But I just think he's gonna get the wrong idea from all of this. His life is so milquetoast normal, not even normal,
Like controlled bland.
but yeah, that's a good way to say it. Bland. His wife, like, is so neutral with him. Like, they're not intimate at all. His, like, school, the kids don't pay attention. That's normal. But, and then he goes to a second job where his boss is, like, always telling him, like,
I need you to do this, do that. What am I supposed to do?
like, an agreement with your boss, and then your boss says, nah, never mind. I'm going back on what I said. Because the boss has no, there's no, besides you quitting, there's nothing the boss is going to get in trouble for. So the boss doesn't need to honor agreements. But in my life, when a boss turns around on something they said, I quit immediately. Because I know it's just the beginning of a cycle is going to continue to happen. Because they know they can get away with it now. And they should
keep adding to it different ways.
Yeah. You got to set up blocks. Like, you can't just say, sorry, I'm not going to do that. But, and then, like, his life is so milquetoast. Like, boring, bland, like a midlife crisis kind of situation.
Like what Jesse said. Are you trying to break bad or something? Are you sad? You depressed? What's going on? I need to know.
He has cancer. He's probably depressed. He's bored with his life. He has no excitement. At one point, he looked at a woman at the car wash, and the only excitement he has is seeing random women, like, outside in the street. And then he passes out from that because he probably had, like, low blood pressure for a minute, passes out, and goes to the hospital, figures out he has cancer. And so his whole world, it's like, it's stable. It's a stable thing. But as soon as it collapsed, he's like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I couldn't care less. And I think even going on the first meth lab trip, he knew in his head what he wanted to do. Like, when he went out with Hank on the ride along, he wanted to go look at the meth lab to see if he could actually do it.
I think it started when he asked Hank at his birthday party.
When he saw all the money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where it started.
Right.
Because Hank had to take the spotlight, and he slowly crept up. He was like, oh, okay, what is this? I think that's where it started. Like, even at the birthday party, it shows all the time that I don't think anyone really takes an interest in him.
Yeah.
I guess Skyler just said in the bed that she needs to be spoken to, but I don't know.
I think what he knows, there's what people tell you, and then there's what people actually want. They'll tell you, oh, you can come to me for anything. Oh, you can open up to me about anything. Is not true, is not the case. What they do with their actions, how they respond to you, is actually how they feel.
Yeah.
So someone could say, I'm totally, and you can come to me about anything. But if they belittle you or minimize or try to figure out all of your problems, they're just minimizing everything. Because even when people say, oh, you could do this and this to help yourself, it's like they're minimizing your problems by giving you answers. They're telling you, that's so simple. I have all these answers to your problems.
I think we gave a glimpse to, like, how out of touch he was with Walt's in the RV.
Yeah.
What's his name? Captain Cook.
I don't remember. What is his actual name?
The kid, anyways, I'm trying to get to is that he said that it's not basic chemistry, it's an art. You're a freaking artist. And he's like, whatever.
No,
come on, man. He's showing you that this is great. He has someone rooting for him. Like in that one glimpse, I saw someone else was rooting for him.
Yeah. It was him appreciating what he had done,
Yes.
which I don't think he gets a lot of appreciation in his normal life. So it's a feedback loop. And I can see how this whole thing goes. Like, it's a feedback loop where he gets a little bit of satisfaction, but it's also, we're like, if I didn't already say, I'm a writer. I write. I've been writing for most of my life, but I'm a fantasy writer, and I like to break down the writing and how the writing is like the interaction between characters and stuff like that. So that's also another thing you'll be able to look forward to.
I think Skylar's going through it too, especially with the belittling of her sister, especially with the personal questions. I know, so it's like, why do we have...
I don't know enough about the sister yet, and we'll make more determinations as we get to know the characters more. But what I know that I've seen so far is that the sisters have like almost a rivalry going, where I think she's the older sister. Skylar's the older sister, and I don't remember her name's the younger sister, I think, as far as I can tell. And so they're like head to head all the time, and I think that's probably been like a lifelong thing where they're like always going against each other. But she said
About the book, about showing.
specifically, she said, I'll proofread or I'll critique it for you. And Skylar's no, because she knows she gets off on critiquing her sister.
A good catch there.
Literally, her little sister or bigger sister, I don't know. But her sister likes to like critique everything, and she's the type of person that likes to get into her life, not to figure out more stuff about her, but to go tell someone else.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go tell my friends about how fucked up my sister is, or how dumb she is, or that's the type of like vibe I got from this interaction. And
It's so crazy, so wild.
it seems like he is taking a backseat to his life most of the time. He's letting his wife decide everything, which, I mean, isn't... A marriage is two people deciding things together. When a person becomes dominant in a marriage, when a man becomes dominant in a marriage, there's several different ways it could go. Like, it could be a power dynamic where someone's trying to be powerful toward the wife. It could be a moral type of dynamic where the wife is 100% on board with everything her husband wants to do because she also agrees. And she defaults to him to decide things. And then there's the wife takes over a marriage where she's figuring out the bills, figuring out all of the financial stuff. And there's two ways it could go, like a motherly type where she's lecturing her husband. We can't do this, we can't do that. You have to eat this, which is where she's coming.
Oh yeah, that
from
breakfast part.
The breakfast where she's, you have to do this. I'm doing it for you. Like, I didn't ask you, but I'm doing it for it. This is for you.
See how much I care about you.
Yes.
But in my way.
And sometimes the dynamics aren't always that static or black and white. Sometimes it's multiple. Sometimes it's a back and forth.
You can see how much he cares about his son. When they were shopping for those pants,
Yeah.
he came back and, oh, those kids had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So his whole life he's been sitting in the passenger seat. And now that he has cancer and he knows he's going to die, he's going to leave behind what seems to what they're giving us is probably a lot of debt, probably a lot of financial struggle to his family. And there's part of him who wants, one, to help his family with money, and two, to not live his life in the passenger seat anymore. He doesn't want to be a passenger anymore. He feels ashamed. There's like power, shame, and
I think he feels resentment.
There's a lot of going, like, he's going through so much emotion on screen. It's hard to grasp everything. And I think the culmination, the whole pinnacle of the episode comes down to him standing in the road with the gun, waiting to get captured by the police that he thinks is coming. Yeah. And he's going through every emotion. He's like defiant, pointing the gun, breaking down. It's one of, honestly, the best sequences of acting I've seen in quite a long time. And I think that's very.
It was very fast and sharp too.
Yeah, and they show us. It's crazy. A pilot is generally a microcosm of what the whole show is going to be like. That feedback loop of despair from a place of nothing to a tragedy, like something bad happens, to taking it into your own hands. And like that loop is going to be very interesting to watch. If that's the continuation of the show in total, like through seasons, through multiple episode storylines and plots, season wide plots, show wide plots. We'll get into all of that more. I just have a taste of it. I have a taste in my mouth, so I'm giving all my raw. Make sure to like and subscribe, please. Like, we're a smaller reaction channel, and we want to grow into the future. So even if you're just here, if you stayed this long and you enjoyed our breakdown of this and everything to come along into the future, please give us that and comment. Go check out the Patreon. Looking is free. We very much appreciate any new people who come in and check us out. Thank you so much.
Always humbling.
And thank you
for watching
Immersive Reactions.
Until next time.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome.
2.
And welcome back.
Immersive Reactions.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing more Breaking Bad. We're breaking back into Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
These earlier episodes of season 1 are like gonna be like off. But we spent a lot of time. That's not the right word. We watched these quite a long ways apart as to not run away with the YouTube edit. Like when you guys start watching on YouTube, we're ahead on Patreon, but we don't want to be too far ahead. So every month on Patreon, we watched one of these episodes. But now, yeah. Anyway, you remember what's the episode title? The Cat's in the Bag. I've heard the cat's out of the bag. The cat's in the bag. So it's hidden. It's still good. Anyway, what do you think about the first episode and what do you expect for this one?
I think the first episode when I forgot all the names. I know the characters, what they're going through.
We got Skyler, the wife. We got
the teacher who has cancer.
Walt.
Yes,
I think his name is Walt. And Jesse. Those are the only 3 characters I remember so far.
He's Captain Cook, right? Okay.
I don't think we're going to go by that name.
Anyways.
Forever, but his name is Jesse.
Jesse. Okay. I think that Walter is losing his mind and going a little crazy with his diagnosis, with all these.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's.
Kinds of things. The funniest, it's not really funny. To me, it's funny, is that when he was standing in the road and he went through the 7 stages of grief.
Yeah.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Jesse comes around.
What happened?
What is going on?
Yeah.
That was funny to me.
You got bashed upside the head. But yeah, we're starting off with a bang with the show. The concept is crazy.
Yeah.
The writing, not even the writing, but the visual, like how they frame this show is crazy to me. I love like the shaky cam with certain angles they have. Walt, when he knows like certain things, he's like kind of lying to people in front of him. We know he's lying because we're following him, but the people don't know. And it's interesting to see how unsure of himself he is around people when he knows he's lying. And it's something I appreciate a lot. It's a super interesting story device. And this whole concept is crazy. I don't know what's going to happen after this.
I just remember when Jesse was in the car. Are you going crazy? We're business people. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
I am awake.
Yeah.
He said,
what? So we're going to get into it. Really crazy pilot intro episode. It's crazy that the episode's called The Pilot, too. I don't know how they didn't think this was going to be an interesting story to go through, but we're going to get more into it, see how far Walt goes with this before he's like, this is too much. I don't really have a lot of speculation yet. I don't think I have a good grasp of Walt and who Walt is. He puts on a face, right, for the people around him and in his life, but then he also has a different multiple personality type thing going, where he is a completely different, like, hard ass on the other side. Like, who in the right mind would say, oh, I have cancer, I'm going to become a drug dealer? It's a good concept. As a writer, it's super interesting, but I'm interested to see where it goes and how far this whole goes.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right into it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the bell to get notified on any videos we put out. Check out Patreon. We got more Breaking Bad episodes right now on Patreon. And thank you for being here.
Heck yeah.
And watch along, people. Get ready to start your copy in 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Go. Special thanks to Random, Jeremiah, and Shaquille Rolay for being our top members of the month. Thanks for watching. Check out our breakdown video for more insights. And do not forget to like and subscribe for more reactions. For full uncut content, join us on Patreon. We hope to see you in the next one.